I ask some people what I'm telling you. I keep away from a runaround Sue, yeah.
You're getting better at that every week, darling.
It comes naturally now. Just have a switch or a switch on and it just comes out.
Hello and welcome back. We are live on Smile Radio with our new and improved podcast name today. Drum roll, please.
Dum 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 dum.
On the whistle. There you go.
There we go, we're on the whistle.
So we decided we needed a change. Obviously, we first started out doing this show on a Friday evening, but due to other commitments, work and other commitments, like I just said, we have changed to a Wednesday. And for ages, we couldn't think of a name. And I said to Connor on Monday, I said, right, I'm going to make a decision. So we came up. Well, I say we. I came up with it, and you agreed with me.
I agreed.
So that's it. On the whistle, it's still the same layout, same format, same rubbish chat from us too. But we've just gone under a new name. We're on for an hour and a half tonight. So stick with us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all the rest of it. You know what to do. We are live on Smile Radio. So first of all, we're going to kick things off on our brand new show with the football today. And earlier on today, the England squad was announced for the two qualifiers for the 2020 Euros. And I think Connor would like to start.
Yeah, I would. I'll just go.
What's up, darling?
Cut on my finger, you see.
Yeah. Are you okay? Do we need to get a doctor?
Do we need the paramedic?
Have one on standby.
Yeah. So anyway, the England squad was announced today, wasn't it?
I'll run you all through it just in case you're not familiar.
Yes.
So goalkeepers: Jack Butland, Tom Heaton, Jordan Pickford. Defenders: Trent Alexander-Arnold. Alexander Armstrong. Alexander Arnold. Ben Chilwell, Michael Keane. Harry Maguire, Danny Rose, Luke Shaw, John Stones, James Tarkowski, Kieran Trippier, Kyle Walker. Midfielders: Dele Alli, Ross Barkley, Fabian Delph, Eric Dyer. Jordan Henderson, Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Declan Rice. And the forwards, who I'm really impressed with, Harry Kane, Marcus Rashford, Jadon Sancho, Raheem Sterling and Callum Wilson. As I just said with forwards there, I think those 5 strikers, I think as a unit, those 5 are up there with best in the world. I'm a massive believer in that. I think that Kane and Rashford, 2 of the best around. Jadon Sancho's killing it at Dortmund.
And you've got to remember he's only 18 years old.
Exactly, yeah. He's a young lad, isn't he?
Yeah, and he's fantastic. So for him to be in the senior England team at 18...
Deserves it, yeah.
Yeah, and to have that talent as young as that in the squad at the minute is only going to be good for the future.
And then you've got Raheem Sterling, who people, he has his fans, he has his people who don't like him.
He has his critics, yeah, definitely.
Critics is the word I was looking for. But he always seems to do well for Man City. He does, and he offers so much more.
I don't think he's been as successful in an England shirt, but having said that, he deserves his place because he's been absolutely outstanding for Man City this season.
And the other forward in there, Callum Wilson, who's not a bad player to have as backup, somewhat a bit different there. He's a bit more physical than the other guys and gets around the pitch. So he's fully deserving.
There's a lot of goals in that strike force.
There is. The midfield don't strike me with too much confidence, if I'm being honest.
Why is that?
Well, Ali.
Who's your favourite player in that midfield?
Definitely
Eric Dyer.
Ali's a pansy. Is what I don't know about Ali. He's one of them. He can be great, and then he can do nothing for 6 weeks. And you can't. If you want to be a top player on at club level and international level, you need to do it more consistently. Ali hasn't found that yet. Ross Barkley started the season alright at Chelsea, but's done nothing since.
I'm confused.
I've never liked Barkley anyway, so I'll stick to my guns with that one. Don't like Barkley. Delph, pointless, rubbish. Dyer, move on. Henderson, steady, does alright for England.
Solid.
He's alright. Loftus-Cheek, hasn't really done much. Declan Rice.
Well, there's obviously been all the controversy, hasn't there, with Declan Rice
from Ireland.
Yeah. And actually, yesterday, I think it was either yesterday or today, he's just been voted as Ireland's Young Player of the Year because the votes were cast before he changes his allegiance. So we've got Ireland's Young Player of the Year playing for England. Which is interesting, isn't it?
That's unreal.
I do think he's a good player, and he's
average.
But
better than Dyer, so at least we've got somebody in there that can probably.
Well, yeah, but it's a young squad, isn't it? And I think that's what I think. A lot of it. I don't know whether we've talked about it or spoken about it on air before, but a lot of previous England managers would have gone with experience, would have gone with household names who they know. But Gareth Southgate's a bit different, and he chooses. It looks as though, to me, he's choosing people on form, and he's got quite a lot of young faces in there as well that are playing well.
Yeah, he has, and he's picked quite a lot of defenders, which is interesting. He's got three right backs in there: Trent Alexander-Arnold, Kieran Trippier, and Kyle Walker.
Yeah.
Who gets the nod there?
I was going to say, I'm just about to ask you the same question. For me, as good as Trent Alexander-Arnold's been for Liverpool all year, I would put in. It's a toss-up between Trippier and Kyle Walker for me.
I'd go Walker. I think Walker's
but I think at a push, I would
best fullback.
At a push, I would go with Walker probably. But for having those two on standby, you can't go far wrong, really, can you?
No, you can't. But for me, I think centre backs that they've got there. There's Stones is going to be one of them. Maguire. There's obviously Tarkowski as well. Michael Keane in there, which is interesting. Ben Chilwell, left back. So it looks as though him and Luke Shaw and of course Danny Rowe as well. So there's 3 left backs and 3 full backs. A lot of 3 left backs and 3 right backs. A lot of sort of defenders in there.
I like Danny Rose. I think I'd probably start. I
don't think Rose has done it this year for Spurs though. If I'm being honest, I think I'd probably go with Luke Shaw at the minute. I think he deserves his chance. You know, he's been rocked by injury and what have you.
Yeah.
I think it's probably about time he gets a little bit of a recognition and gets in that England squad for me.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I'd probably agree. It's a toss up between Luke Shaw and Danny Rose for me. But strong defence, midfield could be a bit better. But then again, who would you pick in place of any of those midfielders?
Well, that's it. I think that just raises the question. I don't think England's midfield's good enough.
Strong strike force, strong defence. But we are lacking a bit.
Yeah, struggling big
midfield.
time. So I'm just looking here now. Right, I'm gonna stick my neck out. I'm gonna pick an 11. Right.
Okay.
I've no pen and paper, so I'll have to wing it.
Well,
so
we can listen back, can't we?
We've got obviously Pickford's going to be goalkeeper for me.
Yeah. I mean, he's got to be.
Oh, Richard to the rescue! He's got me some paper. So I feel a lot better with myself.
Pink gel pen.
Oh, it's blue.
Oh, it's blue.
Pickford in goal.
Yeah.
Walker right back. Stones centre half alongside Maguire.
Oh, you've got to have Harry Maguire.
Left back. I don't know if it's doing for it. I'll go with 4 at back. Left back Shaw. Henderson in that holding midfield role. Does he play Rice? Does he play Loftus-Cheek?
For me, I'd play Declan Rice.
Henderson and Loftus-Cheek for me.
I know, but
so you can only have one of Henderson or Rice. I don't think you can have both.
Yeah.
And then I'll play Ali in a number 10. I'll play Sterling to the right.
But he hasn't started a lot as Loftus-Cheek, has he, for Chelsea this year?
No, but you know, Delph started a lot for Man City, has he? So.
But I wouldn't start Delph for England.
No, but we'll just, you know, if you're not playing Loftus-Cheek, you play Rice. Rice and Henderson are too similar. You know, they're both holding midfielders.
Yes,
That's negative to play. You might as well play Dyer. Sterling.
I don't mind Dyer. You've just got some sort of vendetta against him.
I'm going to start Rashford up front.
Yeah.
And I'm going to start Sancho to the left. I'm going to leave Harry Kane on the bench for my first game.
Interesting. Who is the first game?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But I'm just picking a team that's been in form, and I think from Rashford's been playing up front, centre forward. Yeah, Harry Kane. But just look. At the end of the day, we're not in a World Cup. If you're picking your best 11 and we're in a World Cup,
you'd have Harry Kane.
You'd have Harry Kane, and you'd accommodate them both.
But go for something
But
new.
for me, go with Rashford. We all know what Kane can do for England. Go with Rashford. See who's got to offer. And a front three of Sterling, Rashford, and Sancho. That's dangerous. That could put. The only other option is change of formation. Pickford in goal. Stones, Maguire, and then Keane or Tarkowski. We'll go Keane. Left wing back Rose. Or Shaw, one of them. I think Rose maybe because left back, wing back, he can get up and down better. No. Sorry. Take Keane out. We'll go Walker right centre back.
Yeah.
Maguire, Stones, Trippier right full back.
Yeah.
Dyer. It's not Dyer. What am I even saying? Eric Dyer. Henderson in the middle there. Alongside. Oh, Henderson with Loftus-Cheek in there, and then Sterling, Kane, and Rashford. You know, so you can play them both up front.
Do you know what?
So you could so I'll take this out. So you got Sterling there, Sterling, Kane, Rashford. You could play Ali instead of Loftus-Cheek. So you got Kane, Rashford, Henderson, Holding, but the only issue I have there, Rashford would still probably be forced a little bit wide because Sterling. Or play Sterling as a number 10. Play, you know, I think he'd probably suit that.
That second lineup that you've just done would probably be mine. I'd probably agree more with that.
Would you? I quite
think
like
it's just a bit more. I don't know. It's just. I don't know.
It's accommodating, isn't it? It's more accommodating.
It's a bit stronger, and you can.
Kane
you
and
can
Rashford.
Accommodate your best players
So
with that.
So Jadon Sancho misses out then.
Yeah,
Jadon Sancho misses out and Ali.
Yeah, but then you can bring them on, can't you?
Yeah.
Like I said, he's only 18, isn't he? So, just put him on the bench, bring him on. But I think it's good. I think
interesting.
It's good. And it's a good squad, and it's interesting. It's a young squad, but I mean, got 2 Euro 2020 qualifiers. I think they'll do the job.
Yeah, absolutely. It's quite exciting. I'm looking forward to the next major tournament, me. I know we've only just got one out of the way like that.
I know, but it was the best summer ever, wasn't it, last summer?
But you know, and I've still got one kiss in my head. One kiss in Joe Hart's not on the plane. Give it Harry Kane. And every time I listen to it now on radio, it just takes me back to
it was the best summer ever.
It was great, wasn't it? It was really
sun shining. Our first summer together.
I remember did we watch a game? I don't think we watched a game together, did we?
No, because you were out on Lash without me.
I went out on Lash. I went out on Lash once. We went to Malt Shovel in Ponty to watch it, and that one we got knocked out. Trippier scored that, and atmosphere, that were great. Well, the atmosphere pre-match.
I was in Wakefield watching it.
Yeah, so I were working. I got back from work about 4:00. Literally went in, quick change, out, went straight out. We went to pub. We actually called it Ponty Tavern, believe it or not. Well, I don't know why, but I don't know what possessed us to go in there, but we went in, and we were just making us way around a few. And atmosphere pre-match in pubs, everybody singing and all that. England's off to Russia. Whoa, drinking all your vodka. That were amazing.
I watched a game at Waking Match with your dad and your sister.
Yeah, of course you did. Yeah. Because I were.
Yeah.
I kept popping up, didn't I?
Yeah.
Remember sat in one at Boxers,
just
hiding away at Boxers because they
boiling
were
inside.
TVs.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were rough because
roasting.
we'd been to races.
Yeah,
night
we
before.
had. Yeah.
Day before, didn't we? Yeah. God, that's
it was. Yeah, I know, because it's how.
Well, no, that was great, and I can't wait for England's
We're coming
next,
up to our 1 year anniversary, aren't we?
We are. Moving on. I'm joking. A massive game. See, I'm obviously biased. I just want a massive game tomorrow for the Gunners.
Well, should we? We've had quite a bit of chat, obviously.
Yeah, let's have a song.
Game, so
I hope Brandon Hopper's listening. Brandon.
Well, we're having trouble with Facebook Live. Can't seem to connect. Can't seem to post anything. So it seems to be more of an issue with Facebook and Instagram. So
Right. Well, I've sent Brandon the link that just to listen online. So hopefully he's listening to that. Your song's coming up now, Brandon. What you requested. Tell you what. Speaking of this song, this brings back so many memories of just school. It was great. We used to. Well, I just listen to the song. It was great. Outstanding.
Is this the
taking me back?
Well, Connor's chosen all the songs tonight, and he's not letting me know what they are. So I'm intrigued to hear what it is. But we'll be right back after this song. You are listening to On the Whistle with myself and with Connor and Zoe.
CG
on a Wednesday night, and we'll be right back after this song.
This is International Big Mega Radio Smasher.
I had the time of my life, and I never felt this way before. And I swear this is true, and I owe it all to you.
Oh, I had the time of my life, and I never felt this way before. And I swear this is true, and I owe it all to you.
Dirty bit. Dirty bit. I came up in here to rock, light a fire, make telling you, I had the time of my life, and I never felt this way before. And I swear this is true, and I owe it all to you.
Oh, I had the time of my life, and I never felt this way before. And I swear this is true, and I owe it all to you.
Dirty bit. Dirty bit.
All these girls, they like my swagger, they calling me Mick Jagger. I be rolling like a stone jet, set a jet lagger. We ain't messing with no maggots, messing with the baddest chicks in the club. Honey, what's up? Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the baddest of them all? Yeah, it's gotta be the Apple, I'm the Mac. Daddy, y'all haters better step back. Ladies,
Download your app.
I'm the party application rocking just like that.
This is International Big Mega Radio Smasher.
Cause I'm having a good time with you. I'm telling you, I had the time of my life, and I never felt this way before. And I swear this is true, and I owe it all to you.
Oh, I had the time of my life, and I never felt this way before. And I swear this is true, and I owe it all to you.
I had the time of my life, and I never felt this way before. And I swear this is true, and I owe it all to you.
Oh, I had the time of my life, and I never felt this way before. And I swear this is true, and I owe it all to you.
Dirty bit.
Welcome. This
College Grove Nursery in Wakefield has been providing the highest standard of childcare for over 22 years. Situated on Eastmoor Road, we are close to the M1 and M62 motorway network and also convenient for Wakefield city centre, schools and major places of employment. For more details, check out our website at www.collegegrovenursery.co.uk or give us a call on 01924 200 120 to arrange a visit. College Grove, a special nursery which takes a hand, opens a mind and touches a heart.
So you're back with On the Whistle with Connor and Zoe, live on Smile Radio. There's some problems with Facebook and Instagram, so we can't do Facebook Live, unfortunately. And then we're having I thought it was at our end.
Who
but
can I
it's not.
speak to?
So yeah, I'm gonna have a.
What do you mean? What do you mean we can't do Facebook Live?
I'm gonna have
No,
a
it
word
can't be right.
I'm gonna have a word with Mark and see what the hell's going
Yeah,
on.
come on, Mark.
Who's responsible for this? Someone else made an explanation.
So if you
We'll have to go see this Facebook police.
yeah, so you can download the app, App Store or Google Play, and listen via the app, or
Or
go
you can
to
listen online.
www.smileradio.com. So over to you, CG.
I'm back.
I'm
That
back.
was
We're back.
that was for you, Brandon. Brandon Hopper, the legend. Just that song there, which in
I'd like to meet Brandon. I keep hearing a lot about
yeah,
him.
you
But
can if we go out for a few beers round Ponty.
Yeah.
We'll probably bump
to-
into
you have to
Brandon.
Green
We'll go
Dragon?
out. We'll go into Green Dragon. We'll go to ABA.
Is that an opening bag?
Yeah. Anybody's feel free to come. Yeah, Smile Radio out on tour. I won't lash around Ponte Carlo.
we should have a worst night out.
Staff do.
Staff do.
Yeah, we'll organise it.
We used to dance in all his lessons to that song. We used to have his own. Remember in Mr. Birkbeck's history class, and Mr. Beaumont's English class. Brandon and friends, I'm smiling now, but I won't be if you carry on. That's just a personal little... Anyway, moving on. Big game for Arsenal tomorrow. The 3-1 down after the first leg in the Europa League. The loss to Rennes, a nice indigestion tablet. Ba-dum-bum. But they're back at the Emirates tomorrow. Hopefully, fingers crossed, touch wood, they keep 11 men on the pitch. If they keep 11 men on the pitch,
I think
they
that
only need
was,
to win 2-0. You've
think
got to
that-
fancy the Gunners still,
Yeah,
haven't you?
I think that was the turning point for them. Socrates going off. I think if he'd have stayed on the pitch, they would have won.
Well, they will be scored early on, and
Yeah.
they were 1-0 up.
Cruising, and then Socrates got sent off, and the wheels came off. I think tomorrow, like you said, they've got the away goal. They only need to win 2-0, and with 11 men on the pitch, they'll be fine.
And Lacazette originally had a three-match ban. He's been cleared to play. He'll play tomorrow. So you've got Lacazette, Aubameyang, Ozil, Iwobi, Mkhitaryan, hopefully fit for selection. So you've got all them play. Ramsey, who played well last week against Man United. So you've got all them attacking players fit.
Yeah, and they're coming off the back of a 2-0 win against Man U as
Exactly.
well. So they're just...
And I've said to you all
they'll
season...
they'll have enough in the tank to beat them.
Solskjaer out.
I've said all season... I've just dropped my phone. When we've done his predictions and what have you, and we've said...
He's dropped his right arm. Are you alright, my darling?
My groin I've got a pain
he's
in my
creaking
groin.
around.
So I've said all season I fancy Arsenal at home against anybody, probably barring Man City. So if I'm doing a prediction and it's at home, I say Arsenal or a draw. If I'm being negative, it's just their away form I worry about. So tomorrow, under the lights at the Emirates, they know it's a big game.
Under the lights. What time's kick-off?
8:05.
Yeah.
I'd imagine. So that's a massive game for Arsenal. For me, they'll do it. They'll probably go on and win 3-0. I think they'll get all the big guns out there.
They will.
Ober as well. A big thing for him. He missed that penalty in the North London derby. He'd been on the bench a few games before that.
Just
recalled
lost a bit,
recalled to the team against Man United. Played well. Got his goal. That now will give him the confidence, and he'll no doubt, hopefully, he'll take it into the game tomorrow. And it's good to see Ozil back in the starting lineup and creating and even scoring. He scored last week, so Arsenal for me are absolutely cruising in terms of the league. If you look at the league form at the minute, it's second to none. We were saying last week, weren't we, that game against Man U on Sunday was huge, and they just looked in control throughout the whole game. Yeah, they did. And
I thought it'd be a bit of a... I predicted a draw. I think I predicted a 2-2 draw. But, like you said, their home form is absolutely crucial. They've been fantastic at home all season. And Solskjaer's been doing a fantastic job at Man United, but his winning / not losing streak had to come to an end at some point. And Arsenal deserved it.
Yeah, the thing for me, we said about a month ago, didn't we, that Arsenal leaders should keep getting the wins because they were
grinding them out.
They were catching up to Chelsea and Man United and Spurs. But now Arsenal have done that. They've got the wins. They got the point in the North London derby at Spurs, which a point away from home in a North London derby is always a good result.
It's not bad, yeah.
So for me now, they're in the driving seat. It's theirs to lose.
Yeah,
the
2 points ahead of Man U in fifth.
But for me, Arsenal, look up the table. Look up the table.
They're a point behind Tottenham with Tottenham are on 61, Arsenal 60, Man United 58, Chelsea 57. They can go above Tottenham for me.
I tell you what.
Tottenham are declining. They're not doing.
I'm going to put Tottenham have got some big games in the Champions League coming up.
Yeah.
I'm going to put Arsenal to finish above Tottenham. That is the aim. Finish above Spurs.
Yeah.
That'd be what a season that'd be for Unai Emery. And if he keeps. Sort of, does well in the Europa League. Obviously, the goal is to win that Europa League to get some silverware. Obviously, Europa League fight. If you win that, it gets you in the Champions League. But Arsenal want to get Champions League automatically anyway, which I think they can do. Like I said, they're in the driving seat now, and the thing that I'm looking there. They played for apart from Chelsea have got a game in hand, haven't they?
Yeah.
But, Man U, Arsenal, and Tottenham now have all played the same amount of games.
Yeah.
So for me, Arsenal are on the up. Spurs are struggling a little bit.
Well,
Arsenal finished third for me.
2-1 away at Southampton at the weekend.
Well, we watched Southampton at the Emirates the other week, and they were rubbish.
They were
they
didn't look like scoring really when we went to watch Arsenal Southampton. So for Tottenham, and you'd put your money on Tottenham winning that, and they went 1-0 up.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I saw the final score and I thought, what's happened here?
What's I don't know what's going on with me because I lost to Burnley the other week.
Yeah.
If you're a team,
they've been doing all right.
If you
they?
say we've lost to Burnley, we've lost to Southampton, and then it's worrying that. And I think as Pochettino sort of, because they had that run into just after Christmas Spurs, where people were starting to say, oh, it might not just be a 2-horse race, it might be a 3-horse race, and they were including Spurs in that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So
But
maybe Pochettino sort of, I don't know, sort of thought to himself, oh, we're cruising in League, we're top 4 certs, let's have a crack at this Champions League, let's put all his eggs in this basket in this Champions League. Because every time Spurs have been in it, with all due respect, it's been, I wouldn't say disappointing, because it's still successful for Spurs to get in the Champions League, but they've not broke any pots, have they?
No.
When they've been in the Champions League. So I think maybe this season they're prioritising that a little bit, and they want to go as far as they can, and they seem to be doing that because they've been great in Champions League. Drawing with Barcelona, and beating Dortmund in that fashion they did were amazing.
Well, that was a fantastic performance, but they've not carried that over into the league form,
Well,
and
that's what I'm
it's
saying,
come at the expense of the league form, and actually now that top 4 is not guaranteed for them.
So I think now Pochettino sort of got to reevaluate. He's got to sit down. He's got to think to himself, what do we need more?
Well,
do we need a Champions League
run?
Or do we need? He'll obviously have that expectation and the belief that they can do both. But the realism is they're not doing both at the minute. They're struggling in the league, and they need to pick up the league form, because for me, the league form is 100 times more important than where they finish up in the Champions League this year. Although people say, well, what's point in being in Champions League if you're not? Rubbish. Spurs need to be in the Champions League next year. They need to get back on the horse in the Premier League. That needs to be the target. The best 11 is picked for the Premier League in all games for me. And then if they're fit to play in the Champions League games, then so be it. That's great. But for me, you pick your best team in the Premier League, and that's the main focus. Try and secure that top 4, because Spurs, if they don't buck up their ideas soon, they're in serious danger. Because Man United, although they lost against Arsenal on Sunday, they'll bounce back. Chelsea, I think people are sort of going a little bit. Chelsea are going under the radar a bit because they had that massive blip where they were a bit rubbish, and everybody was calling for Saturday.
They're getting back on the horse.
They're winning games without being spectacular or
and that's what you
very
need.
good. When they start hitting that purple patch, where they start getting better, they're going to be winning games at a canter at Chelsea. So, yeah, Spurs need to pull the finger out and sharpish.
Well, it's a 3-horse race for 2 spots, isn't it? 4-horse race for 2 spots.
Spurs, Arsenal, Man U, Chelsea.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I wouldn't want to call it, but I think Tottenham might just drop out. If they're prioritising the Champions League, I think they'll just drop out, and I think Arsenal will get in there. And then it's a toss-up between Man U and Chelsea for me.
Yeah, I think, look, for me, and you look at the quality on show, for me, the 2 strongest and the 2 is Arsenal and Man U.
Yeah.
Do you know why? Because I look at both teams, the firepower they've got up front. Arsenal, Lacazette, Aubameyang, outstanding. Ozil, creative. Mkhitaryan's been playing well. Iwobi's been great.
Fantastic.
Man U, Lukaku's been great, scoring goals as of late.
Well, every man and his dog were slagging him off, saying he's rubbish, he's not doing anything, but as soon as he's been given the chance to sort of make a name for himself under Solskjaer, I think he's kind of just come into his own, really, and he's scoring goals for fun. And I think he's probably hit some really, really good form.
Yeah. My point is that Arsenal and Man U are not just relying on one player. So they've got Lukaku, they've got Rashford, Martial when he gets fit. I know it's probably a long shot, but if Sanchez can rediscover some form that we know he's got, he's a threat.
Well, he's injured at the minute, isn't he?
You look at Spurs, and I'm a massive fan of Heung-min Son, but other than Heung-min Son, obviously Harry Kane, them two are the only ones that look like they're going to score goals for Spurs. I don't think anybody else can. And Chelsea, who are their goal scorers? Hazard's obviously class, but he's not a formidable goal scorer.
Higuain's scored a few,
but that's it, you know. So they haven't. So that's where Chelsea and Spurs struggle for me.
And I think if we're going off that analogy, I think even Arsenal have got a better chance than Man U because you've just reeled off however many names there. They can. Arsenal for me can score goals from anywhere.
Especially at home. That's the key. If they win all their home games, just need to... For me, Arsenal, they need to go about how they went the North London derby. They need to just be solid. Not nasty, but dogged, ruthless. And if they can just be solid away from home and win the games at home, they'll be in the top 4, no problem. We've got any latest scores from the Champions League tonight?
I've just been having a look, but it's FA Cup this weekend as well, isn't it? So there's only 3 Premiership games. And it's the 6th round of the FA Cup.
Have we got any Champions League?
Yeah, all 0-0. So,
so Liverpool Bayern. Is that at Anfield or is it? No, it's the Allianz.
Yeah.
So
Barcelona 0, Lyon 0, and Bayern Munich 0, Liverpool 0.
Both
aggregate 0-0 as well. So they're 2 important games. No away goals, no nothing, no score. Fresh slate. What are your predictions for them 2 games? I'm going to go Barcelona 2-0. And I can't call them.
Can you just click on lineup for me? Because the Liverpool lineup. It's interesting they've dropped Fabinho of Liverpool. He's on the bench. He's been probably their best midfielder as of late. But it's that thing, you know. They got to the Champions League final last year with a midfield three of Henderson, Wijnaldum, and Milner. It's just a tried and tested, solid option. That
Liverpool have got Alisson in goal. Alexander-Arnold, Matip, Van Dijk, Robertson, Wijnaldum, Henderson, Milner, Mane, Roberto Firmino, and Salah. And Bayern, Neuer in goal. He's my favourite goalkeeper ever. I love him. I think he's fantastic. Ferreira de Souza, Soule, I can't even pronounce any of these. Hummels, Alaba, Martinez, Aguinaga, Thiago Alcantara. I thought it was because it's got an... Oh no, never mind.
Don't know.
Gnabry?
Serge Gnabry. He was playing for Arsenal.
Gnabry. Rodriguez, Ribéry, even. And Lewandowski.
Oh, it's interesting. There's some firepower, aren't there?
They have, yeah.
But Liverpool, they're as good as anybody on the day, so that could go either way.
Ribéry's still playing. I remember him when I was younger.
Yeah, he's been a good player.
He's been fantastic. Ugliest player in football, but fantastic.
I'm trying to think if there's anybody ugly. You're probably right there.
Ian
Dowie, yeah.
Right. Just want to briefly talk about a game I watched last night. You won't approve of this, but I watched. I'm going to say because we're open and honest on this show.
Yes, I know.
And from what I saw from Leeds last night,
they've really picked up some form, haven't they? You know,
3-0 after 25 minutes. They put they played in third gear for the rest of the game, but it could have been 4-5. I thought Hernandez could have had 3 or 4. He got 2. Could have had a hat trick, 4-5. You know, it was just so dangerous, and both goals he scored were great. And even the goals they're scoring, they're not just tap-ins or goals you sort of.
It's a good team performance
yeah,
as well, isn't
it? The Klick's goal early on. Ayling at full-back, cut back, Bamford's making a run. Aware that Klick's making a run from deep, just runs over the ball, dummies it, and then Klick there, just a nice little
they kind of found some form, haven't they, when it matters. I think they had a bit of a dip. They were sort of drawing a few games that they could have won, and I think for me, I thought, oh, this is it. Leeds are bottling it again. But, I mean, in the last couple of games, 4-0, a 4-0 win, a 3-0 win, and a 1-0 hard-fought win at the weekend against Bristol. They should. They're pretty much nailed on in promotion spots if they don't get in playoff spots. Sorry, if they don't get automatic. But on this form, I can't see anybody else.
Yeah, it's
taking over.
It's interesting because I were actually having this conversation yesterday. If Leeds were to go up, who is capable of playing? Who would make a good Premier League player? And I'm just going down. I've just jotted the team down.
I think they struggle in
right.
the Premier League.
I'm just there's a couple that won't be Premier League, so I'll run through it now. Casilla, he could play for any Premier League team outside the top 6.
Yeah,
that's not an issue. He's a Premier League standard goalkeeper. Eiling, no, I don't think he's Premier League quality. Pontus Jansson, yeah, I think he is. I think if he gets a good centre half at the side of him, perfect. Cooper would probably be a good squad player, to come in if his centre halves are injured. Alioski would be Premier League. Phillips would be Premier League. Definitely, absolutely. Click would be a Premier League squad player. He'd be good because he's good for a goal and stuff. Harrison, don't think so. Hernandez, absolutely, because he's his best player in the Championship. Roberts, in a couple of years, would be. He's got the potential. And Bamford, a squad player.
What about young Clark?
Yeah. Sorry, I was just going for seeing the pit last night. So yeah, Clark obviously he's going to be in here. He's quality. He's quality.
How old is he?
19.
He's only
17, I think.
So he's only young.
Yeah.
But my point is there. I've actually dissected their 11.
What about my cousin?
There's a big Shackle. He's only young, isn't he? So, but and there's quite a solid core that are Premiership quality that I think could do a really good job in Premier League. So I don't think it's a matter.
Yeah, he's 18.
They would need to recruit, but for me, there's a solid core there that do great in the Championship and probably thrive. Especially Calvin Phillips. I think he's been great for Leeds this year and he's playing in his proper position. Just in front of the back four. Interesting in the past, Gary Monk and other managers. Thomas Christiansen have used him as like a number 10. He's not. He's great at what he does, breaking up play.
Got a good setup. He's playing a good side, and he obviously is doing something right because he's got the players playing together, playing some good football, and I think. Well, not myself personally because I'm not a Leeds fan, but I think Leeds fans have a good feeling about this season. I think they're convinced that Leeds are going to go up.
Just another player who I think could do decent in the Premier League. He's not fit at the minute, but Kemar Roof. Because I think he's played up front.
Got a goal in him.
It's not just got a goal in him. He's build-up playing everything.
Yeah.
I think it works hard. It'd suit Leeds in the Premier League for Wood Roof. So they would need to recruit, but they've got a good solid core there, and especially the players that we've said that were all Premier League quality. Your keeper, a centre half, a central midfielder, your number 10, and
you can buy around them. That's
you can buy around them.
You
can buy around them.
Yeah. We'll see. How many games is there left?
9 games. 9 games to go.
Well, it's close, isn't it? Sheffield United are sort of up there as well.
Well, there's a massive game at Ellen Road this weekend on Saturday. Leeds United against Sheffield United.
That is good.
For me, it all boils down home form. For me,
yeah,
I fancy Leeds to win that one. But it'd be a great game, that one.
It will. I don't know because Sheffield United are a great side as well.
Have we got any score update on the Norwich game that's going on now? Because I know Leeds went top yesterday, but if Norwich win today, they go back top.
See, I think it'll end up Leeds will finish second, I think, in my opinion. Norwich are 2-0 up against Hull.
Oh, right, so Norwich,
after 26 minutes, So I do think Norwich will finish top.
I still think Leeds will. I still think Leeds have got a better squad. I do, definitely.
We'll see.
Any more score updates? We're still as we were in the Champions League?
We are still as we were. Messi goes close for Barcelona, goalless in Munich.
Oh, right.
Looks like Henderson's there's a picture on BBC Sport website. Henderson. Yep, Henderson off injured for Liverpool.
Fabinho on. I'd imagine Fabinho. I think that probably, although Henderson's tried and trusted in that role, they're probably
Henderson's
Liverpool
off.
fans and Liverpool give him a different dimension, that Fabinho coming on.
Yeah, so Fabinho's coming on, Henderson is off, but 0-0 in both games. And Norwich 2-0
Yeah, good
at
stuff.
Hull.
Well, I think we're at the midway part now, so I reckon
we'll have
we have a song and then we'll get on to a bit of RL.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
You're going to love this song.
I'm going to love this song. Well, I'm going to have a toilet break, so I'm not going to listen to it.
Well, we'll wait here. But if you want to listen again, you can always go to www.smilerradio.com.
Yeah, obviously we've not been on...
and you can listen on demand. So if you've
and
missed
we've not been on Facebook Live, have we, tonight? Because
no,
of
there's not. Yeah, there's an
technical
outage.
issues with Facebook.
Yeah, and Instagram. So
Matters out of our control.
Yes, thankfully.
But do listen back to our brand new podcast, On the Whistle. You're listening with Connor and Zoe on Wednesday night, live on Smile Radio.
So we'll just have a quick word for one of our sponsors, and we'll be right back with a little tune that Connor's picked.
If you're looking for custom-made curtains and blinds, get yourself down to the Curtain Shop. Visit our showrooms at Kingsway Ossett or High Street Normanton. For all your curtains, blinds and upholstery needs, go to the Curtain Shop. And if you mention Smile Radio, you'll qualify for free lining for all custom-made curtains. The Curtain Shop, Kingsway Ossett and High Street Normanton. The Curtain Shop.
It's Mr. 305 checking in for the remix. You know they had that 75 Street Brazil. Well, this year's gonna be called Calle Ocho. Que hola gata, que hola omega. And this how we gonna do it. Dale! 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. I know you want me. You know I want ya. I know you want me. You know I want ya. I know you want me. You know I want ya. I know you want me. You know I want ya. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Rumba, ella quiere su rumba. ¿Cómo? Rumba, ella quiere su rumba. ¿Cómo? Si es verdad que tú eres guapa, yo te voy a poner a gozar. Tú tienes la boca grande, dale, ponte a jugar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Stick to the top, on my way to the top. A pit got it locked from goose to the locks. R.I.P. a big in Parker, that he's not, but damn he's hot. Label flop, but pit won't stop. Got her in the cockpit playing with bits. Now watch me make a movie like Albert Hitchcock. Enjoy it. You want me, you know I want ya. I know you want me, you know I want ya. I know you want me, you know I want ya. I know you want me, you know I want ya. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Rumba, ella quiere su rumba. ¿Cómo? Rumba, ella quiere su rumba. ¿Cómo? Si es verdad que tú eres guapa, yo te voy a poner a gozar. Tú tienes la boca grande, dale, ponte a jugar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Mommy got an ass like a donkey with a monkey, look like King Kong. Welcome to the crib, 305, that's what it is. With the women down here, all the shit. They don't play games, they off the chain, and they love to do everything and anything. And they love to get it in, get it on all night long. I know you want me, you know I want ya. I know you want me, you know I want ya. I know you want me, you know I want ya. I know you want me, you know I want ya. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Rumba, ella quiere su rumba. ¿Cómo? Rumba, ella quiere su rumba. ¿Cómo? Si es verdad que tú eres guapa, yo te voy a poner a gozar. Tú tienes la boca grande, dale, ponte a jugar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Baby, you can get it if you with it, we can play. Baby, I got cribs, I got condos, we can stay. Even got a king size mattress we can lay. Baby, I don't care what they say. I know you want me, you know I want ya. I know you want me, you know I want ya. I know you want me, you know I want ya. I know you want tumba. Y ella quiere su rumba. ¿Cómo? Si es verdad que tú eres guapa, yo te voy a poner gozar. Tú tienes la boca grande, dale, ponte a jugar. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Tune in Fridays for The Godfather from 1 till 2 p.m. on Small Radio with an alternative jukebox. A jukebox you can't refuse. Catch him 1 till 2 on a Friday here on Small Radio. And don't forget, if you miss your show, you can catch it again now, on demand, on Podbean, or on the Small Radio website, www.smallradio.co/on-demand. So what are you waiting for? Bueno.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention?
Broadcasting around the world.
Well, hello.
This is your #1 internet radio station.
So we're back on the whistle with Connor and Zoe, live on Smile Radio.
Hello.
We're back. What a song.
He's loving it, isn't he?
What a song.
I'm not letting you choose any songs ever again.
You are. Wait till you hear the third one.
Your first two.
Brandon Hopper.
I mean, your first
the third one.
All right.
This is going to be great. Honestly, outstanding.
You'll love it.
Can't wait.
I'm not allowing it.
We shall
Your
see.
Your song choices have been rubbish so far. I'm very sorry.
Never mind. Rubbish, just like my score predictions at weekend. I went for Cast to beat Warrington. I went for...
Yes, I only got one better than you because I went for Warrington Cast, but I mean the others that we predicted.
We went for Wigan.
Yeah.
To beat Huddersfield.
But that was just.
We went for Catalan to beat Salford, and we went for Wakefield to beat OKR. What's all that about? What is all
There's
that
been
about?
a week of just rubbish.
I think
predictions.
the Warrington Cast result don't surprise me. I mean, I went for Cast because you went for Warrington.
Yes, they were a bit different. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the other results were just completely out of the blue. I mean, let's start with Thursday's game, so Warrington Cast. I mean, obviously we went different. I went Warrington, you went Cast, but I think we knew that Warrington would win. I mean, Cast were in it for the first. I'd say at least the first half. They were they scored first. They could have had a second, but they didn't.
I just think they got found out a bit in that game.
Yeah, and they've been down on numbers for a while, and they've not had a tough game yet. I don't think of Cass, and I think that was their first test of the season, and they fell short. I think Warrington didn't have to do anything spectacular, but yeah, like you said, Cass got found out.
Just a quick one. Brandon Hopper says, "Tell Zoe your songs are top notch. No arguments." I agree.
End of. Drop the mic.
Yeah, I just think Cass maybe struggled a little bit
disagree,
there.
Brandon.
The bench. You looked at the bench. Jax O'Neill and Toya Wigogo or whatever.
Wigodo. Doesn't fill you with much confidence, does it? No.
No disrespect to them because they're two young lads and they've probably got a good future ahead of them, but you know, and
at
we
this
don't have
level
a
right
massive
now
injury
against
list.
Warrington.
We don't have a massive injury list, so does that tell you a lot about Darrell's squad? I think it tells you a fair bit.
Yeah. I mean, he's said numerous times on in pre-season and as the season's kicked off that he's happy with his squad. He's happy with everybody sort of playing together. He's not made any signings apart from Jordan Mankin, and that was a swap deal.
He's not doing much, is he, Mankin?
So for me, I mean, there's a couple of players in there that, I mean, Paul McShane, he's been fantastic so far, and he was all of last season. I'm not convinced by their squad, if I'm completely honest. I think they'll do well. They'll be there or thereabouts, top 5, maybe top 4. But I said it before the season, and I'll say it again. I'm not convinced. They play together, and they've done all right so far this season. But that was their big test, and they didn't do well. They didn't do well.
I think it says a lot about it as well, because Agodo, he's a winger, but he's not.
Agodo.
He's a winger, by trade or centre.
Yes, winger or centre.
Jack O'Neill's a hooker who's been playing. So he's gone from playing hooker at 19 academy level to going to play loose forward and playing in the middle as at first team level. Where's the logic? So you're playing a young kid who's inexperienced in his set probably unnatural position. So I just think it says probably a little bit about Cass's. I don't think they're as strong as maybe what Darryl Powell
believes they are.
As made, and I say you say believe it. Maybe I think with the choices he's made, obviously O'Neill and Nagodo coming into the bench, I think Darryl probably believes they're not as strong. I think he's maybe giving it a front to try and keep things positive.
Yeah.
But they're a bit of a way off, and they've just Nathan Massey's put pen to paper on for a couple
2-year deal.
Does that strike you? Fill you with much excitement?
I'd rather be.
He's a plodder,
Yeah.
He's a plot. I wouldn't say he's a top level sort of player. Cass. There's some question marks there for Cass. While Darryl Powell's still there, they're going to have a real good dig, and they're going to be there or thereabouts. But they've got a bit of a. They're going to be going for a transitional period soon. I think Shenton's coming towards the end of his career. I think we need to be looking to replace him. The wingers aren't my cup of tea.
Yeah, I just think the squad's. I don't know if it's the right word to use, but it's just a bit dated. I think the players that they've been around a while. They've been playing together for a long time. They obviously know how each other play. They obviously play well together, but it doesn't excite me. There's no excitement there for me personally.
I'm just going to read the team out. They do it in number order, so I'm going to have to do my best at trying to juggle them round in draft.
Yeah.
So they have Matautia at fullback, Clare and Eden on the wing, Minnick and Shenton in the centres, Truman and Rankin in the halves. The front row was Watts, McShane and Moores, Jesse Senni-Lefeo and Chris Clarkson in the back row, with Nathan Massey at loose forward. On the bench, Alex Foster, Matt Cook, Toya Wagodo and Jax O'Neill. Clarkson, deemed not good enough for Hull Kingston Rovers, a team that finished in the bottom 4 last year. Now this is an argument I'm going to come on to when we discuss Leeds soon. I'll come on to that in a minute, but Chris Clarkson, deemed not good enough by OKR. No other team gave him a contract, hence why he was on trial at Cass. Cass have given him a contract. I don't get that. I just don't really see what.
No, maybe Darryl Powell's seen something.
Yeah, but for no other club, I can't get that.
I don't get it.
It's a bit of a backward step for me.
To be honest, even while he was at Leeds, he's always just been bang average for me.
Bang average, back average, and he's their starting back row. So
there's just something missing there. I'm not excited. That squad that you've just read out, I'm not excited by it.
I look at Cass's front row. Watts, McShane, Moores. That's a good front row.
Yeah, I mean, I like
Senni-Lefeo as well. I like him. He's all right.
Watts has been having an absolute storming season.
So they've got 3 or 4 players that are great, class, and then I think they've got a lot of average players, Cass. Yeah. Warrington, they just keep ticking off the wins. I know they had that blip against Catalan, but straight back on the horse. Jake Marmo came into the side in place of Tom Lynham.
Fit in.
Scored a couple of tries there, got the man of the match. 2 tries and an assist for him. Ben Murdoch-Masilla come off the bench and had a really good game. They've got some quality all over the park, and Ben Curry's back in the squad for this weekend.
And which is fantastic. And he played 80 minutes at the weekend. To come back from not 1 but 2 major injuries, I'm glad to see him back in that. I think he's a good player, and he'll be another good addition to the Warrington
And
squad.
You just look at players that aren't getting in at Warrington. Ryan Atkins was left out.
Yeah.
Harvey Levette were left
Yeah.
out, not got a game. There's a few others. Obviously, Lynham didn't play.
You compare that to Castleford's squad, and for me, there's no comparison.
So there we go.
I'm not putting a downer. I'm not putting a downer on Cass, and we might be coming across as though we're the rubbish and this and that, but I don't think they're rubbish by any stretch of the imagination. The weekend was their first loss of the season, but it was also their biggest test so far. And yeah, they weren't good enough for me. But Cass have got Salford on Sunday.
Yeah, they'll win that one. It's
at home.
Cass, isn't it? So.
But having said that, that leads us nicely into the Catalan Salford game on Saturday. Salford will be going into that Cass game with heaps and heaps of what's the word I'm looking for? Confidence, yeah. After a 46-0 win
in the south of France, I cannot believe that. But
that's Catalan's worst ever home defeat. That 46-0.
Unreal.
I switched it. I watched the first half, and then midway through the second, and I just thought Salford were fantastic, but it was just getting a bit, when a game gets repetitive, and Salford were scoring and scoring. But they had some players out as well. Did Salford? They were missing quite a few, and to go over to Catalans and beat them, not only beat them because obviously Catalans is a hard place to go, but beat them in that fashion. Jake Bibby came in, didn't he? Scored a brace.
On fire, apparently, Bibby.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. And Jackson Hastings just.
Niall Evalds have been their player at season for me.
Yeah, you said that before the season, didn't you?
Yep.
But Jackson Hastings for me has just been the signing of the century for them.
Yeah. I think Hastings he's got a good spine around him. Evalds and Louis in there. I think they complement him really well. I think it's a team. I wouldn't just say Jackson Hastings.
Oh, I didn't say that, but I think he's been a fantastic signing for them. That's all I was saying.
Yeah, good win, 46-0. But the thing is with Salford,
they've got it in them, but I think they're just so hit and miss that one week they can go and do that in Catalans, and then the next week they'll lose against.
Yeah, that's just Salford.
Which is a bit like Wakefield, to be honest.
No, Wakefield. Hull FC 34, Leeds 10. That unreal game. That.
Well, that's
Leeds
what I wanted to sort of Leeds and Wigan. I think that's what the main topic of discussion was going to be. Both of them lost. Wigan lost at home to Huddersfield, and Leeds lost 34-10 to Hull.
Yeah, they did. And
Hull, obviously they've had the 2 wins on the bounce. Leeds have been struggling for form. They got absolutely played off the park by Wakefield the previous week. Something's not right with both Wigan and Leeds.
Well, Leeds are rubbish, absolutely rubbish.
However many signings did they make in the off-season? Players coming over from Australia, bigging them all up. They're all fantastic. They're going to come over and be great, and Leeds are going to be fantastic again. From what I've seen so far,
we're just not good enough.
They're just not good enough.
Harry Newman, who's played a lot of rugby at Fevy, came in, scored a try. Briscoe got the other. But Hull then put the foot down on the accelerator. Ratu Nalago, he scored another try. Scored a fair few since coming into the team. Massi Matongo, Mark Sneed, Jamie Shaw, Albert Kelly, Dean Hadley. Sneed kicking 5. Mark Sneed, the man of the match in that one. He's been playing well recently. Hull are back on the horse, aren't they? I think it's a big game this weekend.
I think for me, what am I saying? Oh yeah, so they went on that massive long losing streak. I think they've always had it in them. They obviously the end of last season was terrible for them, but they were there or thereabouts in the opening couple of games, and they've just they were unlucky to lose out, especially against Hull KR, and they've come up with some form. They've got Albert Kelly and Mark Sneed playing together again, and that form and them 3 wins now are gonna lift them, and I think it'll be a tough game for Wakefield on Friday at Hull.
Yeah, I agree. It'd be a tough one. I've seen team for Friday, Wakefield's team. A couple of changes in there. It looks strong. So, I'm going to tip. I'm going to tip Wakefield, but I always do. So, there we go. Wigan, absolutely shocking. Huddersfield weren't much better. Huddersfield were more grittier and looked like they wanted it more, but they were just.
Well, it wasn't the best. It wasn't the best game, was it?
Wigan were awful.
I mean, I didn't watch it.
Big cricket score. I won it, and I put 50 on them this weekend.
Where was I? I was somewhere on Thursday, so I didn't watch it. Don't know what I was doing on Thursday. I was somewhere anyway, so I didn't.
You weren't. I just don't think you watched it, did you? Thursday, where were you? It's going to bug me nowadays.
Was that? I can't remember.
Meanwhile, back at the range.
I was poorly. Yeah, I've been poorly all weekend.
Oh, yes, you went well.
But yes, so I didn't watch it anyway. But from all accounts, I mean, I watched a clip, which kind of summed up Wigan's season. That missed tackle from George Williams.
Oh no, it was Friday. Not Thursday.
Oh yeah, it was Friday, wasn't it? Yeah, I was poorly, and we can't remember. It's gonna bug me. It was Friday because Thursday Warrington Castle Thursday, wasn't it?
Let me just think.
It doesn't really matter, does it?
Friday I was here on my own.
Yeah, because I was
poorly. Felt like.
Yeah. And I was at 19 in all next day on Saturday.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yes. We watched MasterChef instead.
Yeah, that's it.
So it was Friday, wasn't it? Yeah. Anyway, that mistimed tackle from George Williams, it just summed up Wigan's season so far, I think. They've not clicked, have they? They just don't look like.
They look rubbish. They look
They
poorly
don't look like they're going to win. Yeah.
I'll give him to Leicester.
They've got no idea. Who
Crosley.
are you going to bring in instead?
I don't know. I just don't think that he'll last long at Wigan. Cruz Lehman, he was great for Huddersfield. I've always been a big fan of him. He was really good. Busy around the ruck, quick out of dummy half, tough defensively. He's probably one of the better players. Is Lehman? Big fan of him.
Yeah, and he's still young. He's got a big future ahead of him, I think. But he's playing
really
well.
young. I remember a couple of years ago, I was doing 19s at Wakey and going through. They were playing Huddersfield and we were going through team, and there's that Josh Johnson. I think Cruz Lehman were there at Hooker, and we're saying that. I'm going, how old is he? He's about 45. Him, Cruz Lehman.
No, he's 20.
He was only 18-year-old, but he broke in at like 16. He played odd game here, odd game there. He just seems to have been around forever, and he's only about. I think he's about 21, 22 now.
Yeah, I think he's. 21.
At that time, when he was, like I say, he was still eligible to play for 19s. That shocked me, that. But he just gets better and better.
Well, Huddersfield needed that, didn't they? They'd got off to a shocking start. They needed that win, and we said that was a massive game for both of them. And whoever won that, I mean, Huddersfield have got St Helens on Thursday. I don't think they'll win that, but they definitely showed some improvement on Friday.
They did, yeah. The other game on Friday, Saints London, that was 26-0. That's as we expected. London not ashamed though, of course.
No, of course. I mean, I thought to keep them to 26, I thought St Helens would put a lot more past them, but they're showing a lot of fight, and they're just not scared of anybody. I don't think. I think they just go in. They've got nothing to lose. I've said it before. They go into games and that's it. So we shall see. They've got Leeds this weekend on Friday.
Yeah.
So by the way, by the results that Leeds have had, I'm going to tip London.
Oh, I don't know. Is it Headingley?
Is that Headingley? Yeah.
Oh,
I think I'd be putting me out a bit, but you never
know.
Lose
that one, I think Ferner will be on his way. The other game at the weekend, we don't want to really talk too much about this one. Wakefield 6, OKR 10. In fact, no, I do want to talk about this one, I never, as you know, I never ever have a rant about referees because they've got an hard enough job as it is. But I'm gonna say a few things.
Be careful.
Right.
Left.
You've knocked me off now. Wakefield attacking Salford's line. Blows for a penalty. Something like.
OKR.
Yeah, OKR. Wakefield attacking OKR's line. We get a penalty. The referee gives OKR a team warning. 15 seconds later in the next set, Wakefield get another penalty.
Why is a player not been sin-binned there?
Didn't sin-bin him. What's the point in having a team warning? A team warning is the next time there's a penalty in the next however long at the referee's discretion. 15 seconds it was. He's got to go to the sin bin. Didn't give a go to the sin bin.
No.
And Chris Chester asked a match commissioner after the game, why, when that happened, did he not get sent to the sin bin? And he just shrugged his shoulder. He went, no, I don't want you to shrug your shoulders. I want you to find out for me. And as I listened to some footage, because I've got the footage I get after the games, it's mic'd up with the linesman, and you get the linesman and the referee's microphone. The linesman shouting, "Team warning! You've just put him on a team warning! You've just put him on a team warning!" Right? The referee turns round and says, "Yeah, but it sorry." He went, "Yeah, but it's a ruck penalty." So does that not count then? Because it's a ruck penalty, does it not count? Absolutely ridiculous. Of course it counts. Because the penalty when he put him on a team warning was a ruck penalty. Absolutely ridiculous. And then another one, it was always going to be close because of the conditions and what have you. But Hulkar's try was not a try. It was a clear knock on. Shouldn't have been awarded. Replays have been there and it shouldn't have been awarded. Tom Johnston scored in the corner.
Not given.
Not given. Clearly grounded the ball. So I don't know why that was disallowed. So Wakefield have been disallowed a clear try. Hulkar have been allowed a try which were never a try. And then a little bits like that, we've not sending somebody to a sin bin after a team war, and it's ridiculous. Interesting to see that referee has now been dropped and hasn't been given a game this weekend. So that tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, well, he's a new referee, and he's just come up to.
He's probably been reffing first grade about a year. But he's still in but he's been dropped and he hasn't been given a game this weekend. So I think that tells you all you need to know. But having said that, Wakefield didn't help themselves.
Yeah, we can use excuses all we want, and Tom Johnson's try should have been a try.
Excuses.
That's
of
course.
Between losing and winning.
But
2 points.
They should have wrapped it up earlier than that. If they should, that shouldn't be. They should have. If they were that confident of winning and what have you, they should have wrapped it up.
We're always going to be a tight game because of weather. It would. There were no team were ever going to run away with it.
Oh no, of course not.
Game
but
like that, to lose by what? By a couple of decisions is just, well, it's shocking. And like I say, it's been dropped this weekend. But fixtures this weekend.
I know you can't blame it all on the referee.
Well, I'm gonna. Fixtures this weekend: Huddersfield and Saints, Thursday.
Are we doing as predictions then? How long have we got left?
Tell you what, we'll have a third song and then we'll do one.
How long have we got left?
We've got 15 minutes.
15, perfect time.
We'll have a song. Belter.
God.
Shakira. Right, we'll be right back.
I don't mind Shakira.
On the Whistle with Conor and Zoe live on Smile Radio.
I love a bit of Shakira.
Come grid. I've been devoting myself to you Monday to Monday and Friday to Friday. Not getting enough retribution or decent incentives to keep me at it. I'm starting to feel just a little abused, like a coffee machine in an office. So I'm gonna go somewhere cozy to get me a lover and tell you about it. There's a she-wolf in the closet, moving up unsaid and free. There's a she-wolf in your closet, let it out so it can breathe. Sitting across the bar, staring right at her prey. It's going well so far, she's gonna get her way. Nocturnal creatures are not so prudent. The moon's my teacher, and I'm her student. To look at the single man, I got on me a special radar. On the fire department hotline in case I get in trouble later. Not looking for cute little divas or rich city guys, I just want to enjoy having a very good time and behave very bad in the arms of a boy. There's a she-wolf in the closet, moving up unsaid and free. There's a she-wolf in your closet, let it out so it can breathe. There's a she-wolf in your closet, let it out so it can breathe.
Get it off.
What
I
a
am
belter.
never letting you choose the songs ever again.
I think I've picked 3 good ones this week. Brandon Hopper agrees.
Oh.
How have you,
Seven
how have you
good
picked that? You could have picked any Shakira song, and you
ones.
picked that one.
She-wolf. I like that one. It's a good one. Oh.
That's it. We're over.
Right, prediction
done.
time.
Well, yes, we've just got a few score updates from the Champions League.
Go on then, it is with them.
To start with, Barcelona 2-0 up against Lyon.
Messi
That's in
scored.
Barcelona. I will just double check for you, darling. Messi scored a penalty, and Coutinho scored as well. And then Bayern and Liverpool are drawing 1-1. Liverpool went up 1-0 up through Sadio Mane. And then Matip scored an own goal. So that's 1-1 in at half time. But yes, that was just a Champions League update. We will go on to back onto our predictions. And I think we must be neck and neck now, because I got one up at the weekend. We're not really keeping track, are we?
No. We're not. But we'll start. We'll start from this week. So, Huddersfield Saints. Huddersfield Saints at the John Smiths. What are you going for, Zoe?
28-10 to Saints. I just think Huddersfield, yeah, they got the good win against Wigan, but
Yeah,
there's no real stopping Saints this season.
Huddersfield 6, Saints 32.
So you've gone for a bigger win.
Yeah, I still don't think. I think Huddersfield were poor. I thought Wigan were just poorer. Betfred Super League, Hull FC versus Wakefield at the K-Com. Zoe, what we're going for?
Oh, I don't know. I am going to go for Hull to win.
What score? Disgusting.
I think they will. I think Hull they're at home. They're playing well. I think they'll win And we're just gonna because we'll go different because you're gonna go Wakefield anyway, aren't you? So obviously I want Wakefield to win, but I think Hull will just edge it, and I'm gonna go 24-18.
Hull 24,
to Hull.
Wakefield 18. I'm gonna go Hull. 18, Wakefield 36.
Interesting. I think it'll be that by. They'll win by
honestly,
that much.
I think Wakefield. I'm not reading anything into that on Sunday. So I'm just having that as a blank game. The conditions were atrocious. I went in the changing rooms and I'm reading the stuff that's on the board beginning, and I'll tell you what it said. Width early on. Play with width coming out of yardage. Straight away, when you look outside, you see the rain. That's cancelled. So the game plan straight away is just changed. I know it's just the same for both sides, but Wakefield, they're playing at home, and the players that they have, they like to give it width. I think Hull KR's tactics didn't change too much. I think the plan was for Hull KR would always just to be try and beat them down middle, just play conservative. So their game plan didn't change. I'm not reading anything into that.
Oh no, I don't. But I just, I'm not saying that.
I still think Leeds are. I still think Hull are.
I just think
not. Quite a bit off. Wakefield, I think, win this one quite comfortably for me. Leeds and
agree
London.
To disagree. Just on another note for Hull KR as well. You're kind of one to watch this season. James Greenwood's out for the season.
James Greenwood.
Yeah.
You won't mind one to watch.
Well, you were saying that he was one of your ones to watch, wasn't he?
No. I thought no. Who was my one to watch for Hull KR this year? What James Greenwood?
Well, anyway, you've been saying in the past couple of weeks that he's been playing well, but he's out this season he's out for the season with an ACL injury. Got injured on.
It's his second ACL injury as well.
Yeah, so that was announced today. They'll miss him.
Yeah. Where were we? Leeds, London.
I'll go Leeds.
What we're going for?
I don't think it'll be high scoring. I'm going to go 18-10 to Leeds.
18-10. I'm going to go Leeds 32. London 16.
Yeah, I think if Leeds lose on Friday, there'll be serious question marks about David Furner and about the Leeds side.
Yep, I agree. Warrington, Wigan.
Warrington.
What score are we going for?
36-18 to Warrington.
I'm going to go Warrington 44, Wigan 12. No, Wigan 10.
Interesting.
Sardacre can't kick.
Yeah, I think Warrington are just too good for a poor Wigan side at the minute.
Sunday, 2 matches. Hull KR Catalan.
It's
interesting, that one.
That's an interesting one because it could go either way. I'm going to go Catalans to bounce back. And I'm going to go Catalans 26, Hull KR 16.
I'm going to go Hull KR to win this one.
So we've got a few different ones this weekend.
32-20.
Interesting.
And then the other game, the final one, Castleford versus Salford.
Another tricky one, but I think I'm going to go Cass just purely because they're at home and their home form's going to be crucial this year. I am going to go Castleford 32, Salford 24.
High scoring game at the Jungle.
I think Salford have got points in them, and I think Castleford have as well. So
I'm going to go Cass to win 28-22.
a closer game.
So what are you actually playing for then?
We're just having a comp out. We're just having a little bit of
I'm not sure, to
bragging
be
rights,
honest.
I think.
Bragging rights. I think you should make it entertaining.
Yeah, we'll come up with an
Yeah,
idea.
any suggestions? Let us know.
Suggestions what the forfeit should be, or a prize should be for the most points by the end of the season.
Yes,
I like it.
either one of us should get a prize.
I like it. I like the thinking.
Yeah, get involved on Facebook,
Just
Twitter,
Instagram.
Smile Radio 3.
A quick shout out, Wakefield Trinity Scholarship have beaten Bradford Bulls 16-14 this evening. Was meant to be at Bellevue, but the pitch hasn't held up from Sunday. Well, quite poor Sunday, but it's obviously this week's been a bit of a mess. So
wet, hasn't it?
Reversed it over. So they played at Bradford. Bradford have played at Dudley Hill.
Yeah.
And they've won 16-14 there. So that's a good win for the lads.
Yeah, and Champions League, as we've just said, 2-0 Barcelona at half-time, and Bayern Munich won, Liverpool won at half-time. And Norwich are 2-1 up now. So Hull have scored.
Come on, Hull. Can't believe my mate's not been even getting on bench. We spoke to him on one of his first shows, didn't we? And he'd played something like 10 of 11 games at that stage. And he just can't even get on bench now.
No. Strange.
Can't believe it.
Strange.
I think he's fallen out of favour there, but we shall see.
We're coming up to the end. We've got 5 minutes left. So should we do some score predictions for the football?
Yeah, why not?
Arsenal tomorrow, what do you think?
I'm going to go for them to win 4-0.
4-0?
4-0, and I'm going to go goal scorers, Ober, Brace. Ozil's going to score.
Lacazette.
Iwobi's going to score. For me, 4-0 to the Gunners.
I'm going to go 3-0.
You're going to go 3-0?
Yeah. But I think they'll easily win. But it's FA Cup at the weekend.
Yeah, I know. Gutty.
I mean, yeah. Oh. Do you not like the FA Cup?
No, that's like, innit?
Well.
Yeah.
It's all about me.
It's all about me.
Who did he get knocked out by? No, I like,
Accrington Stanley.
I like watching. I love watching Premier League. I like the see scores come in and things like that. And I just think the FA Cup, you used to like it, but they don't take it serious as they used to now, do they? And I think that for me, the magic of the FA Cup's gone.
I think the lower teams take it seriously,
but I just think it's not as glamorous as it once was.
No.
So I prefer Premier League. I like watching.
Yeah, well, there's 3 FA Cup fixtures: Watford, Crystal Palace, Swansea, Man City, and Wolves, Man United. They're all on Saturday, and then on Sunday it is Millwall and Brighton. But also on Sunday, Liverpool have got a game against Fulham, and Chelsea have got a game against Everton, both away.
Oh.
Liverpool should win that easily, and Chelsea should win that easily for me.
Mm-hmm. Are you still fancying Man City for Premier League?
Yeah.
Well,
I am. I would love Liverpool to win it, but I do think Man City will win it.
Well, I'm afraid we're going to have to sign off because we're running out of time, kid. So all that's left is to say thank you for tuning in.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for having us.
And if you missed this show or any other, you can download it again. Go to www.smileradio.co and click on demand. So we're going to finish off with Connor's favourite little karaoke tune.
Here's my story, it's sad but true.
And we'll see you next week for
See
more
you next week.
On the Whistle.
On the Whistle with Connor and Zoe.
Here's my story, it's sad but true. It's about a girl that I once knew. She took my love